Hello, people of God. Thank God we are alive to see today. It's a blessing, and I am excited. It is no other day but the 6th of March, which is Ghana's Independence Day. I believe as you're home right now, you are having some good family time, enjoying some fufu, acheke, or apapransa, and enjoying it to the best you can. Well, thank you for making time amidst all that to join the favored counseling and support services once again. God bless you. We do not take it for granted at all. And I'll pray that you are able to stay with us until finish and share with someone because it will bless them. We would not mind to keep receiving your questions and your comments and observations. I got some good ones after our first live telecast, and I really enjoyed it. They were very constructive. So do send your comments, your contributions, your questions, and also share the link. Like it and what have you. So this telecast can grow and become bigger and touch many more lives. I was telling my crew that Paul said he became all things that he may win some for Christ. So this afternoon we are becoming this media people so we can win you and some others for the Lord. The time is near and we must hurry and labor for the Lord as it is. The Lord bless you as you stick and stay with favored counseling and support services. This afternoon, what we are going to do is to try to answer your questions. The last time I did speak on choosing a life partner. It is something I am very, very passionate about because it all rises and fall with it. Some people that were doing well, excellently well, ended up going under because of the choices they made. Not only a choice for life, but a choice of a partner. Those who have found themselves in the psychiatric hospitals are more, and it's unexplainable. But if we could look at our choices very well, I believe that most of those issues can be curbed or maybe minimized to the barest minimum. So thank you for coming again today to join us to listen. I would take your questions one by one and see what the Lord will do with us. My first question is on how do you break free from autoerotism? Any help, any guidance? I am a male. And I began to smile when I saw the question right now because a lot of people might not even know what autoerotism is. But it is that urge that people have compulsively to satisfy or pleasure themselves. Okay? Masturbation can be done by another on a partner, or they use other items, toys, etc. But this one, it goes, I would say, is a step higher, where you feel to just pleasure yourself. That edge comes for you to really pleasure yourself, all right? And in this forum, I may not be able to explain to that high level, but what you can do, the little help I can give you here is that you must do everything not to stay alone. If you enjoy to be isolated from people, please try and join people. If you are at home with your siblings, don't go and lock up yourself in your bedroom. Ensure that whilst everybody is up and about in the home, you also join and be up and about. Maybe if you are a child with your parents, get involved in the chores in your home. Ensure that at every point or any point in time, you are not alone. You will get involved in things that will take your mind off that edge, so you won't be able to satisfy it. Number two, if you are in bed already and the edge comes, what do? So even before you go to bed, please dress well. If everybody sleeps naked, you wear your jeans sneaker and your pants and your dress and sleep, your nightgown and sleep. You don't have to sleep naked, whereby your hand can drift into places that it shouldn't go to. All right? And ensure that you don't keep pornographic materials with you, things that will help stimulate or bring up the edge. Don't do it. Avoid erotic movies and all that. Even when people are discussing things that pertains to sexuality, please stay away from it. You are just guarding your mind from getting more into that compulsive behavior, because if you continue to do it, it can endanger you in the future. All right, your wife or husband will be there, but the urge to satisfy yourself will be more than the urge to satisfy your spouse. So at the end of the day, this is the list I can say in this forum. But if you like, you can also make an appointment with me, and I will be glad to see you and help you in that regard. Finally, don't avoid praying. Please pray about it, commit it to the Lord, and He will help you. Okay? Commit it to Him. He will help you. Study the Word of God, and He will help you. 2, what are healthy boundaries in a relationship, and how do you set them confidently? I would think of healthy, when you say healthy boundaries, I would think of you not going to see your boyfriend or girlfriend and locking up yourself in the room alone. If you ask me for healthy boundaries, I would think of you not going into your boyfriend or girlfriend's house and watch erotic movies all by yourself and think that, oh, we are learning when the time comes so that we can be master of the game. No. You can't do it that way. Healthy boundary is you don't say, oh, my zip is broken. I want you to help me fix it. And you know you are not wearing anything underneath as a girl. And even as a man, you say, okay, today we're coming to visit you and it's raining, so let me remove my shirt and my tie and wear my boxer and lie beside you. No, you are not setting healthy boundaries. Healthy boundaries are that you won't be alone by yourselves all the time. Even if you are alone, be in the compound or be in the sitting room where your parents can see you, or a chaperone can watch over you or something like that. Those can be said to be healthy boundaries. And in your conversations, please do ensure that you are not dwelling more on erotic stuff, but talking about things that will build you up, such as where you want to be in the future, what you want to achieve in the future, the kind of home you want to build. They are good and they will help you. Should the church punish girls or parents whose children give birth before marriage if her parent is a church leader? Should the church punish girls or parents whose children give birth before marriage if her parent is a church leader? Listen, darling, it doesn't only have to be when the parent is a church leader. every member in the church was put there by God. And he said he gave us shepherds or pastors after his own heart to nurture us to become, all right, will become disciples of Christ, where we are nurtured and everything. So some of these disciplines, they come as physical corrections that will serve as a deterrent to others who may want to toe the same path. Okay, as young people, we can overindulge. So sometimes when we see one do it and the person goes scot-free, then we tend to wish to toe that path, because we think that, oh, when Ajua did it, nothing happened, so I can also do it and it will be fine. But seriously, it's for your own good they do that. I don't know where that is happening again so much, but if it is happening in your church, do know that it is not to hurt you, it is to do you good. So in the nutshell, at the end of it all, you become a better person. All right, it is not there to endanger you, it is there to make you become a better person. So in case it is happening, my dear, no, it is for your good. Nobody hates you. Nobody is against you. Okay? Thank you very much. How do you know when it's time to leave? To leave where? Is it to leave the relationship or to leave the marriage? Because I'm addressing all manner of issues. Marriage, relationship, and all that. So I don't know where you mean to leave. If it is the marriage, when do you leave? If it is the relationship, when do you leave? Okay, I will try and say something. In the relationship, when you see that the person is not going anywhere, all right, instead of going to school as a young man, he sleeps 24 hours. He's not pushing to learn any trade. He does not want to go and look for a job. He does not even want to do anything for himself. Okay? And you are doing something, you keep saying it, and he gets it all wrong and fights you. You just have to know that the person is not going anywhere. So whoever is not doing anything does not need your help. If you are a guy saying this, or a female saying this, do know that the woman will become the helper of the man. So if the man is not doing anything, you cannot help him. So you just have to leave. 2, if you are a guy and the lady, you are talking about the lady, then do know that if you are to head such a person, be the leader of such a woman, at the end of the day, she will only fight you because she's not ready to go anywhere. So the best thing is waka. When you get to the other side, I'm sure there are a lot of fishes in the ocean. Amen. Should couples, no, is submission outdated in modern marriage? Is submission outdated in modern marriage? No. The word of God, Bible says, cannot be broken. All right? So if he said we should submit in Ephesians 5:33, he said that the husband should love his wife and the wife should also submit to her own husband. All right? So if God has said it, it remains so until we return back to him. Do you understand? If he has said it, it remains so. Submission will be there till Jesus returns. Every wife must submit to their own husband. If you are asking because you think your husband is not worth submitting to, my darling, I'm sorry, I didn't choose him for you. You did yourself. So as your bed is, you lay it and you lie on it. Is staying for the children always the best decision? Is staying for the children always the best decision? I will say yes and no, because I don't know the magnitude of why you are asking these questions. And on top, I want to use this opportunity to ask that maybe sometimes you should give us an idea of why you are saying it, or in what context you are saying it. Then it can help us give you the right answers. Okay, so sometimes staying because of the children ends up destroying the children than if you had left. Yeah, staying for the children sometimes ends up destroying or traumatizing them than if you had left. You staying and the fight keep going on, and the argument and abusive gaslighting and narcissism keep going on. It ends up traumatizing the children. They grow up to become worse than you. So if you rather left, it will be better. They have less to see and they can relate to both parties from a distance. You both as husband and wife from a distance, whether they are staying with you or staying with a family, at least you both are not together, that they will see you with all your quarrels and your saka. You understand? So it's best when it gets out of hand, it's best to separate a little so the children will find their sanity. That is what I would say regarding that. Is how do I lead in marriage without being controlling? God bless you. And I'm glad you are a male. How do I lead in marriage without being controlling? You see, sometimes as a leader or the head of the home, based on your personality too, you may want things to be done in a particular way at all costs, by all means. All right? I said a particular way, at all costs, and by all means. When you come to that junction, ask yourself, is my spouse like me? Do they have my kind of personality? Yes or no? When you are able to answer these questions, you will know when you are being controlling or when you are just leading. All right? I think I will leave it there. You should find yourself asking these questions. When you are able to answer faithfully and without any subjectivity, you will know at what point you are controlling, because the leader must always ensure that they and their followers or team are in sync. There should be no time when the followers will feel that they are under duress or they are being coerced beyond a certain threshold. I'm not saying the leader should leave the followers to just do what they want. No. They must work within a certain parameter, or they must work within a certain law. Okay? So that being considered and all other factors, you will know whether you are being controlling or just leading. My wife expects me to just know what she wants. How does this even work? Hey, yeah. I'm so sorry. These daughters of Eve, that is how we are. Maybe she thinks you are a mind reader or fortune teller or something. But never mind. I think in this case, you just need to communicate, all right? So encourage your wife to communicate with you. All right. And if I say communication, I mean you talk to each other about everything, how you feel, what you like, what you do not like. And if you do, ensure that the other party understands clearly what you're trying to put across. Okay, so communicate. If you talk well, you will understand. And every husband and wife must know that none of us is a mind reader or a fortune teller to be able to know. Maybe your wife thinks you are a prophet. So you should just know, I'm sorry, but you just have to encourage her to talk to you about her feelings the more, and that should be okay. Is it wrong to need space in marriage? This is coming from a female. Is it wrong to need space in marriage? I would say yes and no. Yes, to an extent, because we need to fellowship with each other. As husband and wife, we need to fellowship with each other every time, okay? Every time. But in as much as we need to fellowship, we also need to create that moment where we can be alone, one with God and one with yourself. Then you can reminisce over your day. You can plan things for your future and for the betterment of yourself. And when your spouse gets better, you both end up becoming better. So yes, because we need to fellowship with one another, but that also does not mean that we cannot give each other space where you will be in one side of the home. Maybe you are in your guest room and your husband is in your bedroom, or vice versa. You are just trying to think, meditate on the day, how far you have come career-wise, how far you've come even in the marriage, your children and everything. And at the end of the day, how better you can become. All these things need to be processed. For me, for instance, if you allow myself and my husband to stay together all the time, seriously, we cannot do anything productive. We may do to an extent, but Charlie, we won't get far, because we will talk and talk and talk and talk and do other things, and we may not focus on the main things. So we intentionally do give each other space, and so that we can process and plan for other things. So I hope that would help. As a husband, how do I handle constant comparison with my fellow men? As a husband, how do I handle constant comparison with my fellow men? My darling, I will encourage you, if you are listening to me and you are a wife and you constantly will compare your spouse, your husband, with other people, it is not good, all right? Because as you constantly do so, your husband, if he is not emotionally stable, he may end up losing himself. He may end up feeling that he is not good enough. All right? And the time you need him to be good, or the extent to which he was good before, he may even go below that. And that is not good. And sometimes too, this could stir up serious conflicts in your home. That is not necessary. All right? So let's watch how we do comparison, especially negative and unconstructive comparison. All right? How do I balance providing financially and being emotionally present? I've heard a lot of men say this thing, that I am doing my best to provide for the home, and yet she is not satisfied. She wants me to sit there 24/7. A certain man told me that I want my wife and I to switch roles, where she will go and be in my office and I will be at home. Or yeah, Bako, who said, no, Charlie, the thing is not easy anywhere. So, well, as human beings, sometimes we will nag about things. But you see, everything you want to achieve in this life, you plan it. Everything you want to achieve, you plan it. You plan to achieve. So if you need to be present emotionally, you plan it. Your provision, you plan it. Everything physically present, you plan it. Even the emotional one, Charlie, from even where you are, you can achieve it to some extent. From your office, let's assume your wife is at home. You can send her a text during your break time. You can send her a text. Check on her. How are you doing? What are you wearing? On your way coming home, you ask her, are you wearing the G-string I bought for you? Or are you wearing this particular nightie I got for you? It's beautiful. That is emotional communications. It goes beyond our physical interactions. You understand? The person just knowing you are there, you care for them. If something is wrong with her, you are concerned and you are into it. I mean, this is when you employ the tools of empathy, not sympathy. Empathy. You may not be physically there, but emotionally you can be there anywhere across the world. All right? So you just need to know. You just need to be thought. That is it. A lot of us are failing because we are not being thought. And we ourselves are not allowing ourselves to be thought. But these things can easily be thought. And you see that the very thing that has become like a mountain was just a molehill. You hit it with your leg and it will crash, Charlie. Coco cra. The next question, why does my wife say I don't communicate when I feel I do? Maybe she does not understand your communication. Okay? Maybe she doesn't understand. Check how you do it. Erase all the ambiguity surrounding your communication. Erase that. And you will see. Okay? Or when you talk to her, ask her, do you understand what I am saying? How do you understand it? And don't make it feel like a master subordinate, all right? Let her know you are partners. And find out from her, do you understand, honey? Are you sure you do? If you have any other question, please do ask me, because I want to explain as best as possible. And you will see, okay? So ensure she understands what you are saying. Can my man truly change after repeated cheating? There's a lot of work to be done. I will not give up on anyone. As a counselor, I will not give up on anyone. When they put their mind to it, with counseling, with prayer, God have done wonders in the life of others. And so I believe that God can do something with them. Only if they want to. The cheater must come to that place of mindfulness where he knows or she knows and believe she want to move away from this life of cheating, or she want to move away from it. Okay? How can I support my husband without losing myself? How can I support my husband without losing myself? My darling, God said, love your neighbor as yourself, not more than yourself. So if you want to go ahead of God, then you may end up losing yourself. Love your neighbor. So your husband in this question has become your neighbor. Love him, but not more than yourself. If you do that, then you are distorting the structure. You get me? So you are destroying you are restructuring what God have structured already. And I don't think you want to compete with God. So love them, but not more than yourself. In that case, you cannot lose yourself. How do I deal with a partner who avoids difficult conversations? Well, in this life, our maturity depends on the hard questions we ask ourselves, and are supposed to be the very ones that would answer it. Let me come again. In this life, all right, before we can grow, before we can develop and become who God wants us to be, we need to be able to ask ourselves hard questions. And in our asking of those hard questions, we should be able to answer them fairly. And when we are able to do that, it means we are coming close to maturity and development. Okay? So if the person does not want to have difficult conversations, then I don't know where that relationship is going. Because you cannot only succeed with soft conversations. You cannot only succeed with soft conversations. And I want to imagine those soft conversations will be, I love you, you bought me chocolate yesterday, and all those things. Maybe those will be the soft ones. But the hard is, so when are we buying our land? When are we building a house? And if the man doesn't want it, hey, my dear, will you be in rented apartment all your life? Well, please encourage him. Don't push him too hard. Encourage him to be able to sit with you and have such conversations. Is it okay to check my partner's phone if I feel insecure about something? A male is asking this question. Is it okay to check my partner's phone if I feel insecure about something? I'm glad you answered it yourself. You are feeling insecure. It's not like you have seen anything. It's not like you have heard anything. Me, rather, hearing alone is not enough. The seeing is what I want, where you have come real-handed, hands-on with the person. If you've come hands-on with the person and you now have questions, why not ask that person? Why not ask your partner directly? Why will you go through the trouble of picking their phone and At the end of the day, what do you gain? It doesn't solve the problem. I think it will only heighten the fight or conflict between the two of you. So if you have any question, please ask your partner. Don't be afraid. She is your partner. He is your partner. Okay? So ask and find answers. If they don't answer you, you will be able to tell from their mode of answering that whatever they are telling you is a lie. I'm sorry. They say where there is no transparency, there is conspiracy. But please don't conspire with the phone to get the clue. Ensure that you and them have a deep conversation so you will be able to find out whatever is happening. There are better ways than resorting to the phone. And I said there are better ways than resorting to the phone, because if you should see something in written, it could be somebody just forwarded it from their partner or something to her or him. And if you dwell on that, it may not really lead to any healthy conclusion of matters. That is why I said so. So I hope you get me right. How long should I wait for my man who says he's not ready yet? Hey, how long must you wait, say? What are your plans for life? If you told yourself you will marry at the age of 30, you are past 30, and somebody who is also 32 you are courting with says, I am not ready. You said you want to do at 30. If that is your choice, go and find who will go with you at 30. It's simple. If you think time is running out for you, please move on. There's a lot of fish in the ocean, Sha. Why do we men struggle to communicate? Hey, bro, for no. Why do we men struggle to communicate our emotions? Let me put our there. Our emotions. Well, a lot of cultural effects come in here that in Africa or Ghana, let me narrow it to Ghana. Today is our Independence Day. So let me talk about Ghanaian male. You know, most often than not, they are told that a man should not cry. A man should not do this. A man should not do that. So at the end of the day, their emotions from childhood is being concealed. So by the time they grow up, they feel it is a weakness to express your emotions. But that is not it. If tears was not needed for the man, God will not create them with tears. All right? God will not give them tears. Their eyes will be as dry as chalk. So, because they also need tears. The man is as, human as any other species, human species. Okay? So, being tough and being hard only helps society to help compound more troubles on you, thinking you are a man, you can handle it, you have to be tough. No, you will die if you do that. That is how come a lot of men are stroked, etc. Please don't put yourself in that category. Cry when you need to. Express your emotions. Let your wife know, I am tired. This thing is weighing me down. If it's your children, tell them, this is so much for me. I can only do up to here. Please give daddy some breather, okay? Be able to express your emotions. Please advise me as it stands now. I'm in love with 3 different guys. I easily fall in love. What can I do, please? My darling, you are a girl. And I would want you, if you are listening to me right now, please do everything to see me, okay? Do everything to see me. I would make time for you. Because you are not supposed to, even if you fall in love easily, you are not supposed to fall in love with everybody and anybody, okay? You should be able to set boundaries to your heart and to your love life. You can't marry 3 men. You can't marry 3 men, okay? You can only marry 1. So please do everything to see me. And one said, I'm in love with my cousin and I am afraid to share it with my parents. Certain tribes can do marry their cousins and it is not incest. But on the whole, it is not acceptable because that is family, okay? I would wish that you also would do everything to see me. There are many ways by which you can truncate that feeling. Yes, you can. You can. It looks like it's overwhelming you because you've kept it as a secret from everyone. But if you should share it, you will know that it is a lot easier to deal with than you are thinking. So please, you can see me as well. You won't be judged and you will not be reported to your parents, all right? So I think I have exhausted all my questions, except there is more online. So, okay, I found this one. It said, is it good to engage in masturbation since I am abstaining from sexual intimacy. Is it good that I engage in masturbation since I am abstaining from sexual intimacy, but I still have the urge for sex? No, no. It's semantics. If you leave one and go for the other, it's the same thing. My dear, it is not good, all right? Masturbation is wrong. Health-wise, you will end up endangering your own health. By the time you are married and wish to have more sex, by that time, your penis may get weak, okay? And you will not be able to enjoy your sex life with the beautiful wife God has prepared for you. The second thing is that it is sin. It is not good. Masturbation is masturbation. It is not called touching myself. No, it's masturbation, okay? So it is not good. Do everything you can to resist the urge. Do everything you can to resist the urge. And the same answer I gave for autoeroticism, I think you can apply those same things, that it will help you. Don't masturbate. And when it comes to the sex urge, I beg you, try, do everything you can to hold yourself, okay? Hold yourself. If you hold yourself today, tomorrow you will be glad you did. Hold yourself. I found out something in one of my researches recently. They said, according to the research, that scientific research, they said that the last man you slept with, okay, before your own husband, the child you have, genetically, they can trace the genes of that child to the other guy you were with before your marriage. That is serious. That is serious. So this thing we are talking about, it goes beyond God saying flee fornication. It goes beyond it all. For your own good, for your own health and sanity, flee. This body can dictate to you, but it is you it is dictating to, and it is your body. So you can tell the body, shut up, and it will. How can you do it? Come, I will tell you how to do it. All right? How can I control myself? Because I easily fall in love when men show me kindness and care. Please advise me. Oh, this thing God created in between your laps, it is not to I wanted to say something. Oh, it's not created as a Thanksgiving offering. Do you understand? It's not for Thanksgiving. Okay, the vagina in between your legs is not meant to be doing Thanksgiving service. Okay, it's not meant for that. There are a lot of people who want to be kind to you without expecting anything. There are a lot of people who will give you things without expecting anything from you. They are there. And those who think that they are giving to you with some expectations, please stay away from them, okay? Because you can be hungry today, but tomorrow will be better. So don't trade your life and nobility for some silly games, okay? Are we fine? I think I have exhausted all my questions, and for this afternoon, this is what we have for you from the offices of the Favored Counseling and Support Services. We are here in Gulf City, behind the Bright Star School in Gulf City, Tema. So please, you would see my information after this telecast, and you can call and book a session for yourself. And I believe you will not leave here the same. I tell my clients who come that at Favored Counseling and Support Services, you don't only get counseling and therapy, you also imbibe the grace of God. And that is what makes the difference in this outfit. So please subscribe to us and let us know you are coming. I want to sign off by saying a very big thank you to Go Live. They have powered today's telecast and they always do. I want to thank them. Deacon Gideon, Mr. George Ababio, Ni Ashai, and Wizzy, all of you, we are very, very grateful. They are the guys with me behind the cameras. Kojo, God bless you. Ama Abuaji, the Lord bless you. My sweetest darling, God richly, richly bless you. My makeup was done by Didi's Saloon. They are also in Gulf City behind the, is it Meridian Hotel? Yes, or near Roses. Didi's Palo in Gulf City. Their number is 054-877-7721. And my clothing is my favorite. Couture. The Lord richly bless you. I hope to come your way again shortly. I love you. Adios. Oh, I'm out the number to her, man.